Hello and welcome to Nutrition Bites. I'm your host, Steve Graham, joined today by Lauren Zanikos, a dietetic intern who's here to discuss the health benefits of nuts. And Lauren, a popular topic in the media is them telling us the benefits of nuts, the alternatives there are of nut butters, peanut-free items. There's tips like eating 24 almonds a day. What are your thoughts on all of this nut talk?
The nut talk is definitely a hot topic right now. Nuts can be a really healthy part of your diet. They have really healthy heart fats. They're also really high in a couple essential vitamins and minerals like potassium and magnesium and protein. So all of the hubbub about what to choose and what to exclude is really merited, definitely.
And a lot of people are concerned about their heart, and with a just cause, because heart disease, one of the #1 fatal diseases in this country. But what is the relation between including nuts in your diet and cardiovascular health?
Yeah, so nuts have a really important essential fatty acid called polyunsaturated fat that we need in our diet. And they're really high in this fat. This fat has the potential to lower your LDL cholesterol levels, which are the ones that we don't want getting too high. And when used in the diet to replace trans fat and saturated fat, can have a positive effect on your heart health. Polyunsaturated fats and omega-3 fatty acids, when included in the diet, can help reduce the rate of plaque growth in your blood vessels. And these polyunsaturated fats are pretty much found in nuts, but they're also found in olive oil and oils that are pretty much liquid at room temperature. We can also find them in some fatty fish like herring and salmon, and of course our nuts.
And to dive more into the specifics of this, do you see as some nuts better to eat than others?
That's a good question. I don't think that there's a best nut, but I have to say that walnuts are high on my list of favorites. And this is because they're really high in those omega-3 fatty acids like I mentioned, and omega-3 fatty acids can have a really great effect on your heart health and your blood vessel health. These kind of fats tend to be anti-inflammatory, and omega-3s can reduce your LDL levels. They prevent that plaque buildup, and they can slightly lower your blood pressure. So they're really kind of a powerful nut to be including in your diet.
Yeah, and so Lauren, we discussed the positives of including these nuts in your diets, but are there any negatives to eating nuts?
It's a great question. I think the #1 thing I would be concerned pushing nuts on people is that they're very calorically dense. They have a high level of fat, and like any other fat, you need to use it in moderation in your diet. So too much of anything is not a good thing. And you know it's really easy to grab a can of nuts and just eat the whole thing.
The honey roasted are great.
Yeah, they're all so delicious. So they're a really easy snack, but they're also really easy to overindulge in. So with any kind of fat or calorically dense item that you include in your diet, you have to include moderation, you have to use them sensibly. But when included as part of a whole diet and in a healthy way, I think that they can be really positive on your overall health. A serving of nuts, just to think about moderation, is going to be about 24 almonds or a 1/4 cup of whatever equivalent nut you're choosing, or 2 tablespoons of nut butter. So not a ton.
Well, Lauren, thank you for improving my nut knowledge, and I'm sure many others. And this has been another edition of Nutritional Bites.
This message brought to you by the LaSalle Nutrition Department.